Your stage name. Where did your stage name come from?
Bro, I've heard every joke, and they about to toast my ass on these comments. I swear, I've heard I've heard every joke. So all y'all lame for commenting already. Every single joke, every single one. The milk. I've heard the chocolate bar. I've heard damn you fat as hell, hungry ass nigga. I've heard it all. Okay, but no, my older brother is a video game fanatic. First time I was in the studio, he helped me get in. His friend was a music producer at the time. We're talking 2006-ish. So the definition of music producer, whole different ball game. We're using FL Studio 6. There's like only so many functions on there. Like I'm trying to take you back. We're in the dude's mom's basement. And I'm recording. My name was not Ness at all. At all. It was something like Glish. It was short for like English because I'm a rapper. I'm a kid. So I'm like, oh, it's based off of the English language. Cool. Couldn't think of anything. But while I was recording the song, I think I recorded the intro last. Ended up saying Young Ness in the beginning. And it was because my brother, the video game fanatic, was playing Super Smash Bros. at the TV, like right across. They had like a couch set up and stuff. They were on mute, but they were playing it, and they were like, "You look like Ness." So I took Ness, short and simple. The LY came years later. Just people like that I would talk to added, like just I don't know, some school friends. They would just add the LY as a joke. They did it. They add the LY to everything. These friends, like I don't know, they're just acquaintances. I don't know how to explain it, but like they just added the LY, so I just Nessly.
But your first name was Glish. Your first stage
The
name.
first stage name was like some weird shit. Like I went by like three different things at once. I didn't know how to choose a name. So it was like Glish, and then it was Bape Boy. Like my original email is still the same email. I'm not gonna tell. I don't want to get nothing flooded. I still use it for stuff, but it was Bape Boy. Like, cause I liked Bape so much. Like back then, even I used to like have all the pictures, like the Lil Wayne red on red hustler music, the big coat with the smaller Bape hoodie under. I just really liked Bape, like still do, but like so Bape Boy. But they were consecutively the same name. It wasn't like 1 month I was Glish and 1 month I was Bape Boy. I was both at the same time. I just couldn't choose one. So
I remember when the Bape sneakers were a big deal back in the day, and there were a lot of fake replica ones out there. Did you ever want one so bad enough you got a replica or a fake one in your collection?
From Candler Road, the flea market. Literally, bro, there was a SWAT team out there. It was hella ratchet that day. My mom did not want to go in. We went in, and I know you remember the see-through Air Forces. They had see-through Bapes. That fucking star looked like Batman head. It was not even a star, bro. But I got them. It was like $60. I might as well have just tried to just double up and get a real pair because some of the colorways were not like $300-400 like people thought. And the funny story is, I went on a trip to New York probably a month later. I went to the Bape store and wore them in there, thinking like it was convincing. Again, I was a kid. I didn't think like, oh, no one's gonna know, like But I had a fake pair. I loved Bape so much. Like I still really love Bape.
Did you feel guilty for rocking the replica?
Uh, Again, this was around that time where I just never knew what embarrassment was. But
okay.
Nah, I did not feel weird about
Did
it.
anyone ever call them out? Hey, those are fake.
No. Because the thing is, everybody in Atlanta, like at least that I knew, thought Bape was not even a real brand. They thought it was a fake of Air Force One. They never knew it was its own standalone brand. And I don't even know if I completely understood yet, but I knew about the clothes too. Like it wasn't just the shoes to me. And I was 12 years old, but I knew about everything Bape. Like just because of Lil Wayne and all that stuff. So I used to look into that, like Pharrell, all this stuff. I didn't know about it like how I know about it now, but I definitely favorite Bape.
What was the first Bape item you ever obtained? Authentically.
There's a couple first memory of Bape pieces. I went to a Plato's Closet one time. Funny enough, I found a real, like 100% real pair of the Wonder Woman Bapes. I paid $15. I guess the people there probably thought it was fake, but I'm one of those, sucker, like, I got the deal. Like, I know this shit. Like, I know, like, because I've been studying it that long. That's why I still know the old pieces, like this hat. Like, I know what to type in. I know what sites to go to. I know about, like, these Japanese auction websites that are like eBay, but, like, instead, they're made for Japanese customers to buy from Japanese sellers within Japan only. But coming from America, you kind of hit them up like a third party saying, hey, buy it on my behalf, ship it to me. So that's how I get shit now for some of my really rare Bape. But I remember getting that Wonder Woman pair from Plato's. I got 2 hoodies from there. Don't know if they were real to this day. I think they work because I've seen them in like consignment stores in LA like literally this year. And they seem to check out. And there's one, the best steal I ever got. It's from a store called Rag-O-Rama in Little Five Points in Atlanta. Before Bape was hot again, I spent $25 for one of those shark hoodies. Same ones that you see all these rappers trying to wear now. $25, but it was not popular yet. It was still lame to people, I guess. Like they didn't even know that associated with the sneaker. They probably didn't know it was Bape. See, in 2006 or whatever it was, I knew about Bape. I already associated that camouflage with that Star sneaker. I knew that it was the same brand. A lot of people are just now realizing that the same shit. It's just a different design. But I got that shark hoodie for $25. That was like the best day of my life. It had a cigarette hole in there. I bought a camouflage bandana from the beauty supply store. I had my mom patch it up. I did not care, man. I was so happy. Yeah.
Now, what's probably the best piece of Bape you ever owned in your collection? Maybe your prize, whether you own it today or not, but you had it at one point. What's the prized possession there that you had? One item. Most favorite item, most prized possession.
Shit.
Could be one of the ones we just named. I don't know.
Yeah, I've had like some of the best Bape though. That's the crazy thing. I don't know if I could boil it down to one, but I can tell you the one I was most excited to get. So now it's kind of easier to get because they made copies of it. Like it's still Bape, but it's just like a Jordan. It comes out in 1985. You wait 10 years, it comes out again. So
remanufacture.
They remanufacture it, worse material, whatever. Not as clean cut because it's not limited. But I had
could be made from a different factory and stuff.
It could be, and I think that for this item, I had a flight jacket, like an aviator jacket, a bomber. It said WGM on the side, just like how the hoodies have on the side, and it had the shark face on the back. But at this point, it was like when Travis Scott had first link with Kanye. I seen Travis Scott wearing it, and this is like back before. Like if you knew about Travis Scott, you probably were on Tumblr and stuff. Like no one knew about him like that. And I was like, bro, that jacket is so hard. I remember searching eBay every single day for probably a month and a half, and I was about to buy a bomber jacket inside of Goodwill, and I said, let me check one more time. It was $850, and I was like 17 or 18. I don't even know how I got the money, to be very honest with you, but I got that money, and I bought it the second I saw it in the Goodwill. And I was like, oh, that must have been like a blessing or something, because I literally was about to buy this like off-brand bomber jacket because I just wanted a bomber jacket, and I got the one I wanted. Man, I ended up selling it though because I needed money, and I don't regret it though because like I've seen the new one and it kind of just ruined my love for it. But like I'm happy I got it to this day. It was like one of my favorite pieces. I have a lot of cool Bape though, like very like unique one-off shit from them, but that was just my favorite experience buying Bape.
Most expensive item you paid for? For Bape.
From Bape?
Yeah. Whether it was a resale or
it probably was that jacket, to be honest. I don't spend too much on Bape. Yeah, some of my shit is expensive, but that's probably the most expensive from Bape specifically I paid. There's items that I want from Bape, but I have a cap in my head about what I pay for them. I want the Kanye Bape sneakers that came out in like, I don't know, early 2000s sometime. They're like before the Yeezys. But everywhere I look in my size, they'll be like $3,000. And then
Mm.
sometimes I'll find a pair for like 1,000 something, but they'll be like bad condition. And the one time that I found one for one in like a reasonable price range for like $500, um, the guy sold it to somebody like right after I hit him and probably didn't see my message. So I was really upset. And this was literally like a month ago.
What do you think the worst Bape item ever has been at this point?
All the new shit. All the new shit. It's like it's very disappointing. I
2018 season or 2017 or?
I mean, ever since Nigo left, and Nigo's like the creator of Bape, I just feel like the brand has lost its
Luster?
originality. Yeah, that too. I mean, they're collaborating with everyone, and as much as I would like a collab with Bape, it's just like even like that. Like if I was not me, I'd probably be like, why are you making a shirt with this Nestle guy? You know, like everybody doesn't need a shirt. The way they did it was with all iconic brands, Bape Coca-Cola, Bape. Um, I don't even remember all the collabs they did, but it was like, or they would do it with like Japanese brands that we didn't never heard of, like that are influential in Japan, just like Bape is, and they would be paying homage to the fact that they're both from Japan and doing their thing. Like old Bape is just better cut, comes in cooler colors. It's not necessarily based all on graphic. It's just all original. Like I love older Bape.
Certain year or time period you really like?
That all that Pharrell shit is like that era is like some of the best stuff. Um, Anything up until maybe like the latest I think I usually rock with stuff is like 2010, 2011.
Mm.
But even up in, you know, I like early stuff, even some of the 90s stuff, the late 90s stuff you can find online. It's hard to find. They have some very interesting Bape
Didn't they
stuff
do
from
some
there.
stuff with Disney at one point or no?
Yeah, they did a Mickey.
So that would be a
Um,
classic brand.
yeah, that was pretty dope. I thought that was cool. Trying to think what else. I don't know. Bape,
Re-
I still
Reese,
like Bape. Don't get me wrong, but I'm still buying. When I buy Bape, I'm buying the old stuff. I'm buying the stuff that I couldn't afford when I was a kid. I'm seriously online every day looking for nostalgic pieces. Um, I had this hat in red, lost it in Japan, but the way I saw that hat, Pharrell was wearing it in red, and I always associated that one to Pharrell. It's a very rare hat, and I left it in a taxi cab, and I have a friend that lives in Japan. Matter of fact, I met this friend because he's the one who sold me the hat, and he texted me. He said, "Hey, I think someone found your hat and is selling it on this website. It literally has the same little dent where my that I had on that hat, and I think the guy found my hat and sold it. Is selling it. It's just crazy. It's just a very rare hat. Like I don't know.
you bought it in Japan?
I bought it in Japan off of somebody that was from the United States originally, but lives in Japan.
You just randomly saw him and said how much for the hat type of thing?
Actually, I found the hat on an online like auction type of website and messaged him, and he wanted to ship it. But I said, hey, I actually want this. I want this hat in time for my trip to Japan. He said, I actually live here. You want to just meet up? I was like, yeah, sure. Because if you ship it, I'm not gonna wear it to Japan. There's
Mm.
no way. It's impossible. So he just linked me, and it was dope. Man, he's a photographer too, and he was really good.
And you paid 500 for the hat?
500, man. Lost it. I made a video of me bragging about the hat too. I said, you wish you had this life. You wish you had this girl. You wish you was in Japan. You wish you had this hat. Literally lost it the next day. Crazy how life works. Can't toot your horn too fast.